much are you being paid to talk about this? Oh my goodness, I really hope people can pay me to talk about like that. Okay, if you know someone who can provide me money, I'll take the money. Please let me know, okay? Give me the email address. I contact them. Hey, can you pay me money so I can talk about crazy stuff about China? I'll be happy with that, okay? Hello everyone, this is James. Welcome back. I just posted a video not long ago. And then this video, I got some interesting comments. Usually, I appreciate everyone who watched my video, even though you don't agree with me, you have bad comments, I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm really put myself in front of public. I take whatever you say. As long as you comment, that's a support for my channel. Thank you very much. Okay? And then I'm not trying to fight with you guys. I just want to make people to realize that sometimes there's problem behind what you see. I agree with some parts of the comment. I'll be very fair in this episode. Okay, I won't be a dictator like Xi Jinping. Okay, I'll be just who I am from Canada, this country full of freedom. Oh, by the way, I never said that I think Canada or the US is better or whatever. I am just talking about the content in my videos only, okay? But maybe one day I will make some comparison videos that can share some of my thoughts. And then maybe you guys will hate me more. That's totally fine. Okay, so there's one that this person, Jane, I think that's her name. Her last name is, I don't know, French. This person visited China twice, traveled 3,000 kilometers by train. So cool, so good. Congratulations. Okay, in December 2023, this person was in Xiangyang. Okay, Xiangyang, 1,000 kilometers from the ocean between Wuhan and Xi'an. I know where Xiangyang is, yes. I walked more than 60 kilometers in this city and saw no homeless people. The city is incredibly clean. The parks are large and landscaped, and then the people are smiling and friendly. Yes. So, hey, I'm going to tell you that most of the Chinese, when they see, I assume you are a foreigner, right? In China, you're a foreigner. Okay. Most of people, they will smile to foreigners. I assume you are not the Asian foreigner. You're not like a Korean or Japanese that people cannot tell you're a foreigner. That's what I meant. So I assume you are very easily to be seen differently compared to other Chinese. So Chinese people are very friendly to foreigners. You know why? This is my perspective, okay? Because the government always treat the foreigners better. Since like 50 years ago, every foreigners go to China, they have their own privileges, okay? So it's not fair. Chinese government already set the foreigners, it doesn't matter what color you are, the foreigners, you are better than Chinese people. This is how Chinese government set up the stand. That's why. I'm not joking. My wife is from Canada. She's a white woman. When we were getting married in China, holy, my wedding was on the newspaper. Okay. And when my friends, they were visiting our wedding from Canada, when they went to some tourist place, Chinese people will give their children like a baby, 3 months, 6 months, give their baby to the foreigner. Hold my baby, take a picture with my baby, please. That's how they think how good foreigners are. Is that fair? So please think of that. And then about the clean, the parks are good. Yes, you went to the park. You went to all those good places. Have you been to the countryside? Watch my old videos in this channel, maybe my first or second video. I had a video about my hometown where I grew up, the buildings where I lived for like over 20 years. Go look at the environment there. I'm not saying it's super dirty, but it's not as clean as you saw probably. Okay, and I'm from a big city. I know Xiangyang. Xiangyang is not a big city. Xiangyang is not capital of any province. My city was province of Jiangsu, which is one of the biggest rich province in China. Okay, so you watch that video. I always tell the people, the tourists in China, when you go travel in China. So if you take the train, Okay, don't take the fast speed train. Take the green train, like the slow train. You will smell what's the smell in there. And then when you go to the real part of the city, don't go to the business street. Don't go to those business area or tourism area. Okay, if you have local friends, live in your local friends. Well, basically, if you have friends, a foreigner have friends in China, probably they are high class people. They are richer people. Usually, they are well educated, so they can speak a little bit English or your language with you. So if you have some very, very real basic local people, like my parents, my mom is getting maybe 3,000 RMB per month for her retirement, which is about 600 Canadian dollar for her retirement. You know, that's how most of the people doing in China, because China is big. They have 1.4 billion people. Okay. So what you see is maybe 80 million, let's say 100 million, but that's just one of 14, right? So you have to understand, most of the people in China, they are in very bad condition. So we have 4 major cities: 北上广深, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. That's the 4 like big, rich, modern city in China. But I'm telling you, all those 4 cities together, the population is about 80,000 to 100,000. That's what I'm saying. So this person, I agree with some part of you. I totally understand. There is beautiful, clean part, like the video I showed. The white lady went to my city, went to Deji Business Center. She went to the beautiful bathroom. Yes, that exists. That's true. I'm not lying. Yeah, that is true. But it's like you are going to Manhattan, going to the very famous big city, big building there. The bathroom there, of course, is clean. You're going to a 5-star hotel, right? How about the no-star hotel, right? So that's what I'm saying. Because Chinese population is too huge. Okay, that's why. Okay. And then there's another person saying, now show us the same things in Taiwan. Toilets, homeless. Okay. In my Chinese channel, Chinese videos, I talk about that. I saw homeless people on Taiwan street. I saw that. I was surprised. Okay, I'm not lying. I just want to show people the truth, what I saw. Okay, the toilets, yeah, Taiwan toilets is much more cleaner than Chinese ones. I'm talking about the average ones. Okay, I can ask my friends in China, take a video of the barbecue place we always go, and then the bathroom cross street. What does the bathroom look like? It's still there. Okay, last year I was there. Okay, so yeah. Okay, and this person is saying, how much are you being paid to talk about this? Okay, and then I bet you are, oh my goodness, I really hope people can pay me to talk about like that. Okay, if you know someone who can provide me money to talk about the what you call it, like, the baloney, okay, I'll take the money. Please let me know, okay? Give me the email address. I contact them. Hey, can you pay me money so I can talk about crazy stuff about China? I'll be happy with that, okay? This person saying USA is the same and the UK. Yeah, I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're different. I'm just talking about China. If you want to talk about USA, that's totally fine. In my Chinese channel, I talk about the same thing. I said, yes, China is very unlike US right now. Like the rich are very rich, the poor is very poor. The difference is the poor in US can speak, can talk. The poor in China, they cannot talk. Okay? They've been shut. Yeah, this person also saying the same thing. Every world, USA banned TikTok. Yes, USA banned TikTok. After 15 years, China banned Google. Okay? Like US people are very nice to Chinese. Okay? Chinese government banned Google, banned all those Western social media thing in China a long time ago. Okay? But US holding themselves until this last year to do that. Can you explain why? Okay, I know you hate USA government, that's fine. Like me hating Chinese government, that's fine. But I mean, your comparison is not very well. Yeah, I said, yeah, USA banned Huawei. Yeah, sure. Why not? Because China banned so much foreign stuff. You know why Chinese people, when they immigrate to US or Canada, they always buy fancy cars? You know why? You know why? You're not from the community. You just think they have money. Yes, I'm not denying that they do have money. But why don't they stay in China, having those cars in China? Because China charge foreign vehicles 200% of the tax to protect the Chinese local vehicle products. That's why buying a same car, let's say if you buy a made in USA Dodge, you will pay triple the price in China. I care about the poor people in China because I am from them. Oh, there's one person said, I agree with you 100%. There are many people still struggling in China. Yes, this is my point. I just want people to realize that there are struggling people in China. At the end, well, maybe not the end, I can't wait for that. You know, the problem between US, China, you know, people are saying like, what do you talk? Don't you see that? Like the first person saying like, I didn't see any homeless people in China. The people are city so clean. Isn't that weird? Don't you think that's weird? Okay. So on every social media news, you can see the US gunshot or Europe, some bad things happen there. Why you never see Chinese have anything bad happen? Have you ever thought about that? You think there's no killing in China? You think there's no homeless people in China? Isn't that weird? If you really have a brain, if you have a common sense, why are you even talk about this with me? You're saying like, hey James, I'm telling you, I never seen any homeless. Isn't that normal if you go to a country that has no homeless people at all? I'm telling you, they are all trapped. In lots of places, government clean up those people from the street. You just can't see in those good areas. They were kicked out of the city, go to the very side of the city. I'm not joking. That's how human living in China, just like a thing, like a freaking thing, like government sweep you away because you're dirty. You don't make the city look nice. You know, that's how human rights in China. It's like North Korea. Have you heard any starving people in North Korea from the North Korean news? You heard about that from Western news, yes. But have you seen any North Korean newspaper report anyone is starving in North Korea? You tell me. Okay, it said you can link foreign credit cards to WeChat Pay. You probably don't know much about so many things. That is why you are making videos like this. Man, I know that. I know you can link foreign credit card and to WeChat Pay and also Alipay. I know that. However, I'm telling you, there are so many limits on there. Okay, there are so many things you can buy with foreign credit card. And I'm not joking. I'm just not comfortable link my credit card to a Chinese app. It's just not safe. You know the scam centers? You know, I think everyone looking at my video, you must have the experience that you got a strange message on whatever, WhatsApp or even your text message. Scam, right? I'm telling you, you do your own research. 90, I don't know. Big percentage of those scam centers run by Chinese. I'm not joking. Do your own research. This person saying, this person looks like, I don't know, the face looks like Asian, whatever. It's hiding or you are lying. Toilets with a door also have problem. Everywhere also got homeless. How many is homeless is the question. Yes, exactly. Good question. I feel like he is trying to fight with me, but ask yourself the question. You know, why China has no homeless? Why? You tell me, do you see any homeless news about Chinese people homeless? Never, right? Why? Don't you think that's a problem? You are so naive. You really think China has no homeless? And a toilet without doors, also problem. Well, if you think that's not a problem, that's fine. I grew up with that. I'm okay with that. But I'm just saying in that video, somebody shoot a very fancy bathroom. Okay? But at the same time, I'm telling you, there are so many bathrooms that when you go in, you will smell very strong, very heavy. And when you are doing your big business, people can see your bum. Okay? That's fine. If you're fine with that, I'm okay with that. I grew up in that environment. Okay? I can do my business in the wild, no problem. I can use, when I was young, I used leaves to clean up myself. That's how I grew up. I have no problem with that. But I just want to tell people that don't think the 5-star hotel you stayed in Beijing, Shanghai, those big cities are China. That's not the real China part, okay? Very, very small percentage of Chinese people can enjoy that. Another one, India is the same, but India isn't hiding the truth. Yeah, that's something I think is good. Because India, it is dirty, sure, but the media will show that. You know, the media will show the real part of India. But why? There's no real side of China showing in the world, right? He said, this person said, I'm from UK. I can't access certain web pages, so I have to use VPN too. VPN also protect me from hackers. Yeah, that's totally, yeah. Some of the webs that, you know, is very blocked. I don't know if he is in China from UK or he is in UK, couldn't open. Same thing. If in Canada, there's some Chinese app I want to use, I can't access because the Chinese government built a big wall, like Great Wall, to protect the people there. Very protected, okay? Chinese people are very safe, okay? So even in Canada, I can't go into Chinese app. Same thing, Chinese people in China, because the Great Wall there, they can't come out to see whatever I'm talking about. This one saying, this is such a stupid video. You are comparing bathrooms. More propaganda from a person in Taiwan. Okay, first of all, I'm not from Taiwan, okay? I love Taiwan, yes. I love the democracy in Taiwan. You know, do you know that a few days ago, May 24th, 2019, May 24th, Taiwan became the first country in Asia who legalized the same-sex, same-gender marriage. It's a very big deal. That's democracy. That's the freedom there, okay? That's how good Taiwan is, okay? You like Russia? You know, they ban those things. You know, the FIFA World Cup, people don't even want to go to Russia because gay is not legal there. You know, if you go to China, you know, yeah. Again, okay, I am not Taiwanese, but I really think we should move forward to democracy, because I am a newcomer in Canada, I love the freedom here. So I hope Chinese people one day can have enough freedom to talk about how they feel about the leader. It's like the US people, they can say shit about Trump, right? It's like this person say, it's like they hide all the farmers by shipping them off to the countryside. See, this person know the truth. Good. My goodness, what kind of place is China? Yes, that's the good question. So I suggest you go there to see by yourself. However, when you go to China to see, please don't just go to the big city, those fancy places, okay? Get your backpack on and then just walk to the countryside. Go to the deepest country as much as you can. I've been to my grandparents' hometown. Oh my goodness. If you want to see some pictures, I can show you some later. But really, it's, you compared to Beijing, Shanghai, you can't imagine that, okay? Because, so, lots of people just think I'm doing some propaganda. I don't understand. Like, I am just doing my freedom of speech. I'm just speak freely, you know, freely. So, I don't know why people just think, maybe those people just, maybe they, you know, this is the fact. I have a friend actually right now in jail, in Chinese jail, serving his time. He told me from jail, he wrote me letters, you know, he actually told me that in jail, in prison, they have a special team that people go online, translate, and then just to fight about videos like this on YouTube, on all of those people can cross the Great Wall, you know. No, this is the true story. I'm not lying, okay? My friend actually serving his time in jail in China, and he told me that, okay? Yeah, so this is some of the comments that I would like to talk about. The most important thing is please think about this again, okay? We can see the news report all other countries' bad side. Why we don't see Chinese media report the bad side about China, okay? I'm not fighting with you about homeless people. Yes, Every country has homeless people. I agree with that. Even though the country I love the most, Singapore, still there are very, very few. Like, I think the Singapore government fined maybe 5 or 6 homeless people last year. But some of them, they are like mental health issue or they have some family problem, not because they really have nowhere to stay. Anyways, yes, most of the people have homeless people. Totally normal, yes, which is sad. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I can't save that now, but why the homeless are not be seen in China? Isn't that something we need to discover? Okay? I'm not doing any propaganda right now. I just ask you the question. You can answer me. Why the local Chinese media, they have nothing negative about China to show the world? And then same thing. Why, on the other side, why the Canadian media can report Canada's worst part? The American, the European countries, or their local media can report the dirty, the bad part of their problem. Why? You tell me. Okay? If you give me a reasonable, nice answer, we can discuss more. Okay? So about my point today, make your point in the comment. Maybe I make another video next time to comment, to communicate with you in this way. Okay? Thank you for watching. Let's see each other in the comment area.